Hey, my name is Christopher Duncan McGee. First off, I want to start off by saying good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the occasion may be. I am in Dr. Eduardo Martinez's class of the fall semester 2013 of Legal Environment of Business. In this semester, we were told to do a video explaining one out of three different laws. You have criminal law, civil law, or contractual law. Me, myself, I picked criminal law, so I'm going to start off by explaining that. First off, we have homicide. Homicide is when a person is killed as a result of conduct or omission by another person. Under that, you have murder. It's pretty much the same thing. A murder is a premeditated act committed with specific malicious intent. This is when a person, they already have their mindset, they've decided they're going to go kill somebody. But for example, say someone comes into your house, they plan on destroying your home, robbing you, and your son or daughter ends up being there, unfortunately, and they end up killing them. Well, you're going to take matters in your own hands, and you're going to track these people down, and you're going to kill them. Well, when you kill them, that is murder, as well as them killing your son or daughter. Next, we have felony murder. This occurs when there is an intent to commit a felony, and it also leads to a murder, just like what I just said as far as somebody coming in to rob you. Their original intent is to rob you of your house, and they weren't planning on killing anybody, but your family happened to be there, so they end up killing them. So they'll get tried for robbery as well as murder. Now also, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention two key terms. You have actus reus and mens rea. Actus reus meaning it's the wrongful act. Mens rea being a guilty mind or a guilty purpose. Most of the time, suspects have one or more of these, or both of them, whichever, when they commit a crime. You know the difference between right and wrong. Now, for the next type of homicide, we have voluntary manslaughter. Voluntary manslaughter is when it's applicable in situations where the death of another was intentional. You meant to kill somebody, pretty much. We have heard on, or seen, I should rather say, everybody knows that women watch Lifetime and they have abusive relationships. This is a prime example. Whether it's mental, physical, it's still an abusive relationship. Well, one of the spouses gets tired of it, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it's mainly women. They get tired of their husbands abusing them physically or mentally, and they decide the only way out of it is to get rid of their spouse. And to do that, unfortunately, they decide to murder them. Well, this is voluntary. They are meaning to do this. Now, with voluntary, you also have involuntary. Obviously, involuntary is mainly an accident. It occurs when somebody or a person is responsible for the death of another because of gross and extreme negligence or recklessness, but without the intent of killing or inflicting bodily harm. And one prime example, main example, bar fight. Alright, we've all been there, maybe some of us not. Anyways, in a bar fight, starts out, people are drinking, they end up drinking too much, words get exchanged and somebody don't want to hear it, and a fight starts out, more or less. Somebody hits somebody with a bottle upside the head, or they keep on beating them at the head, and it's just all that adrenaline, they end up accidentally killing somebody. And it's a tough thing to say, but it's true, and that's generally what happens most of the time. Hopefully anybody not dying. Anyways, let's review. Alright, you have actus reus, it's the wrongful act of doing. Mens rea, a guilty mind or guilty purpose. Homicide is when a person is killed as the result of conduct or omission by another person. You have murder. This is the premeditated act committed with specific malicious intent. you have already decided you're going to kill somebody. Remember that. Felony murder. This is when you're committing a crime, robbery, robbing a store, and you end up, as somebody being there, you kill them. So, felony murder. Felony leads to murder. Voluntary manslaughter. This is applicable in situations where the death of another was intentional. You meant to kill somebody. Involuntary manslaughter, just said, occurs when one person is responsible for the death of another because of gross and extreme negligence or recklessness, but without the intent to kill or inflict bodily harm. Like I said, bar fight, you're not meaning to kill them, it was an accident, but you did. It happens every day. Also, a little fun fact. Mississippi does not practice under the Model Penal Code. You ask what this is. I didn't know it until I took this class. But you watch TV and you have first-degree murder, second-degree murder. Well, Mississippi, we don't oblige by that. We don't practice under that code. Now, in concluding this video, I hope whoever watched it was able to learn a little something about criminal law and the legal environment of business, and would maybe want to further learn on their own. I thank you for watching this video, and have a good day.